I was unpacking plates in my new studio apartment when my phone buzzed. A notification from X. My mom had posted something and tagged me. I opened it, still holding a coffee mug wrapped in newspaper. The photo showed my empty bedroom. My childhood room. Stripped bare. Just white walls and carpet indentations where my furniture used to be. The caption made my stomach drop. Finally, she moved out. Should have left earlier, haha. Peace and quiet again. Empty nest freedom, blessed life. I read it 3 times, blinked, reread it, my entire childhood, 25 years of memories, reduced to a joke. She wasn't sad I left, she was celebrating. 43 likes already. Comments rolling in from relatives and her coworkers, all laughing, all agreeing. I set the mug down carefully. My hands were shaking. My name is Delaney Cruz. I'm 25 years old, and I just realized my mother never wanted me to stay. She wanted me gone. The question was, why celebrate so publicly? I worked 2 jobs, full-time as a medical receptionist, part-time evenings doing freelance graphic design. Every spare dollar goes toward rent, groceries, student loans. I wasn't spoiled growing up, wasn't lazy, wasn't entitled. I was just stuck in a house where everything that went wrong was somehow my fault. The dishes in the sink? Mine, even when they weren't. The noise complaints from neighbors? My fault for existing. The tension in the house? All me. Mom didn't kick me out with words. She made living there so unbearable that leaving felt like the only option. Constant comments. When are you moving out? You're 25, not 15. I can't wait to have my space back. Every conversation felt like a countdown. So I saved. Sacrificed. Found this tiny studio apartment across town. 300 square feet. 1 window. A kitchenette barely big enough for a microwave, but it was mine. Or so I thought. The comments under Mom's post grew throughout the day. My cousin Brianna wrote, bet she comes crawling back within a month, lol. Mom's coworker, you deserve this. Finally some ME time. Another relative, she'll learn real life is expensive. Mom replied to each one. To Brianna, not holding my breath. To her coworker, first thing I'm doing is converting her room to a yoga studio. To the other relative, she made her choice. Each comment felt like a knife. Not just to me. To the daughter I used to be. The one who believed her mother loved her. I sat on my bare mattress that night. No bed frame yet, no curtains. Just me and my phone and this growing pit in my stomach. I cried in the shower, let the water hide the sound. Then I dried off, opened my phone, and started screen recording everything. Every post, every comment, every emoji. I didn't know why yet. Just knew I needed proof. 3 days after I moved out, my younger brother Austin posted new photos. A party. At the house, balloons, wine bottles, a custom cake. The cake had writing in blue frosting. 1 down, 1 to go. 1 down. Me, 1 to go. Him. Except Austin wasn't going anywhere. He was 22, still lived rent-free, had no plans to leave. The party wasn't about celebrating empty nest syndrome. It was celebrating me being gone. Mom was in every photo, smiling, laughing, holding a glass of champagne like she'd won something. I hadn't even finished unpacking. My furniture was still in boxes. My refrigerator was empty except for condiments and bottled water. And they were throwing a party. Because I left. I screenshot every single photo. Saved them to a folder labeled evidence. Still didn't know what I was building toward. But something felt wrong. Deeply wrong. Flashback to 6 months ago. Mom used to tell people I was just staying temporarily when they asked why I still lived at home. Like I was a guest. A roommate, not her daughter. I paid for groceries every week. Cleaned the entire downstairs, did laundry for everyone because you're home anyway. When I asked if I could have friends over for my birthday, she said no. You bring the energy down. I need my space to be peaceful. My own birthday, in my own home. I celebrated alone in my room with a cupcake from the grocery store. Mom posted photos that night of her book club meeting. Smiling, happy. Didn't mention me once. I wasn't living in that house. I was enduring it. The apartment lease is in my name, but I couldn't afford the deposit alone. My dad helped. Quietly. Without telling anyone. My parents divorced when I was 12. He moved 2 hours away. We stayed close despite the distance. When I told him I was moving out, he said, I'll help with the deposit. But don't tell your mother, she'll use it against you. I didn't understand then. I do now. He transferred $1,500 to my account. Told me to say I'd been saving. Mom never asked how I afforded it, probably didn't care. My brother Austin lives completely differently than I did. He's 22. No job. Takes online classes when he feels like it. Leaves dirty dishes in the sink for days. Plays video games until 3 a.m. Mom calls him her baby boy. Buys him new sneakers. Pays his car insurance. Never asks for rent. When I asked her for help buying a used car 2 years ago, she laughed. I raised you to be independent, Delaney. Figure it out. Independent. Her favorite word for me. Funny how independent always meant alone when it came to me. But for Austin, it meant coddled. Protected. Enabled. I bought that car myself. Saved for 8 months. Got a 12-year-old sedan with 140,000 miles. Mom never even asked to see it. The same week Mom threw a party celebrating my departure, she forgot my birthday. My actual birthday. 2 days after I moved out, no call, no text, no card. My dad remembered. Sent flowers to my new apartment. Called me that evening. Took me to dinner. Mom posted on X that day about her cat's birthday. My sweet angel is 3 today. Cat mom blessed. 40 photos, a homemade cat cake, presents for her cat. Not a single word about me. I stopped hoping for anything after that. Stopped expecting her to care, started accepting reality. My Aunt Veronica called 2 weeks after I moved out. Hey sweetie, just checking in, how's the new place? I told her it was good. Small but mine. She hesitated. I'm sorry for how your mom handled things. It's fine, especially with the will and everything. That must have been hard. My blood went cold. What will? Silence on her end. Oh, you don't know. Know what? I thought she would have told you by now. Aunt Veronica, what will? She sighed. Your grandmother's will. The house. I assumed your mother explained everything. She didn't explain anything. Delaney, you need to talk to a lawyer. Then she hung up. I tore through my storage boxes that night, found my filing cabinet, pulled every document I'd kept from the past 5 years. Tax forms, medical records, old report cards. Then I found it, a letter, in my grandmother's handwriting, tucked inside a manila envelope labeled, "Important, keep safe." I'd forgotten about it. The letter was dated 3 years ago, 6 months before Grandma died. My dearest Delaney, I want you to know that this house will always be yours if you need it. I've made arrangements. Your mother doesn't know yet, but you deserve security. You deserve a home. Love always, Grandma Helen. This house, the one Mom was living in, the one she'd just celebrated having to herself. Wait, I requested a copy of the property deed from the county recorder's office. Paid the $15 fee online. The document arrived via email 48 hours later. I opened the PDF with shaking hands. The deed had been updated 8 months ago, right after Grandma died. Multiple names listed as owners. Mom, 67% stake, me, 33% stake. I owned a third of that house. And Mom never told me. She'd been paying property taxes, making decisions, treating it like it was entirely hers. But legally a third of it was mine. She thought I'd never find out, thought I was too stupid. Too trusting, too passive. She was wrong. I pulled my credit report, something I should have done years ago, but never thought to check. There was a loan I didn't recognize. Opened March 2019. Amount, $28,000. Lender, National Mortgage Solutions. Co-borrower, Delaney Cruz. I was 21 in 2019. Living at home, going to community college. I never signed loan documents. I called the lender, spoke to a representative. Can you tell me about this loan? She pulled up my account. Refinance on property at 847 Maple Street. That was Mom's address. The house. I didn't sign anything for this. Your signature is on file, ma'am. Can you send me a copy? It arrived via email. I compared it to my real signature on my driver's license. Different. Close but wrong. The D in Delaney was all wrong, forged. My mother had committed fraud, used my name, took out a loan without my knowledge or permission, and stuck me with the debt. I didn't confront her, not yet. Instead, I built a file. Methodical, organized, thorough, screenshots of her ex-posts, comments from relatives, photos from the party, copies of the property deed, the forged loan documents, the credit report, Grandma's letter. Every piece of evidence categorized, dated, saved in 3 different locations. I stopped crying about her posts, started planning instead, because this wasn't about hurt feelings anymore. This was fraud, theft, legal violations, and I had proof. Austin still had the old landline phone at the house. Nobody used it except for spam calls, but the answering machine still recorded. One night, Austin called me. Hey, you left some mail here, want me to toss it? No, I'll grab it this weekend. I heard Mom's voice in the background. Is that her? Yeah. Tell her not to bother coming back. Austin laughed nervously. Didn't relay the message, but I heard everything. The call was on speaker. Mom continued, let her rot in that tiny apartment. She'll come crawling back when she realizes she can't survive out there. My brother said nothing. Didn't defend me. I recorded the entire call, every word. A woman I didn't recognize messaged me on X. Hi Delaney, my name is Brenda. I used to work with your mom. Can we talk? I hesitated, but agreed. We spoke on the phone. I don't work with your mother anymore, Brenda said. We had a falling out. But there's something you should know. What? During the pandemic, your mom applied for a utility assistance waiver. She used your name and information to qualify. My stomach dropped. What? She told me she had a dependent daughter living with her who was unemployed, used your social security number, got 6 months of reduced electric bills. I was working full-time during the pandemic. I know, that's why I'm telling you. She committed benefits fraud, using your identity. Brenda sent me screenshots, application forms, approval letters, all with my name, Mom's address. She'd used me to save money on bills, then made me feel like a burden for existing. I posted a video on TikTok, just a screenshot of Mom's original X post. The one celebrating me leaving. Caption, this was my mom's reaction when I finally moved out. Simple. No commentary. Just the truth. The video went viral overnight. 2 million views, 15,000 comments. This is narcissistic behavior. I'm so sorry you dealt with this. Sue her. My mom did the same thing. You're not alone. People shared their own stories. The comment section became a support group. I'd touched a nerve. Mom found the video 3 days later. My phone exploded with calls. I ignored them. Then a text, call me right now. Another, you're humiliating me online. How dare you? I replied calmly, you did that yourself. I just showed people what you posted. She called again. I answered, take that video down immediately. No, Delaney, I swear to God. You posted it publicly. I just shared it. Don't want to be embarrassed? Don't post embarrassing things. She hung up. Texted 20 minutes later, delete it or I'll make sure you lose that apartment. I screenshot the threat. Added it to my file. Mom actually called my landlord, Mr. Patterson, a 72-year-old retired teacher who'd known my dad for years. She told him I was unstable and behind on rent, and he should reconsider the lease. Mr. Patterson called me immediately. Your mother just tried to get you evicted. My heart sank. What? Don't worry. I told her not to call here again. You're a good tenant, quiet, pay on time. She's out of line. Thank you. Your dad warned me she might try something. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. I thanked him again. Hung up. Felt a wave of relief. Then added the call details to my evidence file. The family group chat exploded. Someone had shared my TikTok video. Extended family started asking questions. Is this real? Did your mom actually post that? Delaney, are you okay? My uncle texted me privately. We had no idea it was this bad. You deserved so much better. My cousin, who'd originally commented, bet she comes crawling back, apologized. I didn't know the full story. I'm sorry. Mom left the group chat entirely. Posted on X. Family isn't always blood. Real ones know the truth. But the damage was done. People were questioning her. Finally, seeing through the facade, I contacted a housing attorney, a woman named Simmons who specialized in property disputes. She reviewed all my documents. This is strong, she said. The forged loan signature alone is criminal fraud. The property deed gives you legal standing. Your grandmother's letter shows intent. What can I do? If you wanted, you could force a sale of the property, or demand your equity stake. 33% is substantial. How much would that be worth? She pulled up property values. Current market value is around $285,000. Your third would be roughly $94,000. $94,000. Money Mom had been keeping from me. What do you recommend? File a petition for property dispute mediation. If she doesn't settle, we escalate. I signed the paperwork that day. The petition was filed formally, quietly, through legal channels. Mom was served 3 days later. Her reaction? A public meltdown on X. Can't believe ungrateful children can sue their own parents. After everything I've done, this generation has no respect for family. Comments poured in, but this time they weren't all supportive. People who'd seen my TikTok started commenting, "Maybe don't commit fraud against your kid. You literally threw a party when she left. This is what you get for celebrating publicly." Mom deleted the post within an hour. But I'd screenshot it, evidence file growing larger. During discovery, we learned Mom had taken out a second loan against the house, $43,000. 2 years ago, she wasn't legally allowed to do that without my consent as a co-owner. But she did it anyway. The debt was significant. Combined with the first loan, she owed over $70,000. Her monthly income couldn't support it. She'd been using the rental income from the basement unit to make payments. The basement unit in the house I partially owned, without ever telling me, without giving me a share. More fraud, more theft. She was drowning financially. And I had the leverage. Mediation failed. Mom refused to settle. "This is my house. She has no right." Her lawyer tried to reason with her. "She legally owns 33%. I don't care. She's ungrateful, spoiled." The mediator ended the session. We went to court. The judge reviewed the evidence, the deed, the forged signatures, the loans, ruled in my favor. Ordered the property sold, equity split according to ownership percentages. Mom had 60 days to vacate. I walked out of that courtroom with a court order and a sense of justice I'd never felt before. Mom tried reaching out one final time, a text message that came late at night. "I was just angry. I didn't mean to hurt you. Can we talk? Let's start over. Family is important." I read it sitting on my couch, in my apartment, the one I'd earned. Read it twice, then blocked her number. Some things don't need responses. Some relationships don't deserve second chances. Some damage is permanent. I didn't need her apology. Didn't want her excuses. I needed closure. And blocking her gave me that. 1 year later, I signed a lease on a new apartment. Bigger, better neighborhood, 1 bedroom with actual closet space. No roommate, no fake congratulations, no drama, just quiet, and ownership of my own life. The house sold. I received my share, $94,600 after legal fees. I paid off my student loans, bought reliable furniture, put the rest in savings. On my living room wall, I hung a framed screenshot, Mom's original X post, the one that started everything. Below it, a small gold plaque I had custom made, then the unexpected unveiled. Because she thought humiliating me publicly would break me. Thought I'd stay silent. Stay small. Stay powerless. Instead, I found my voice, found my worth, found my legal rights, and built a life she can never touch again. Sometimes the best revenge isn't revenge at all. It's freedom.